chairs?
No chairs.
Oh.
Yeah, no chairs.
All right, make sure you realize this is the line. Yep, just to make sure you know. Fran, tell us a little bit about it.
Okay, in my play, Once a Boy, that's been in development in here, in the middle of the first act, I'm 31 years old, and I'm having a breakdown because my latest invention isn't gonna work. I just found out, it cost me a lot of money, a lot of time, and I'm very upset. And the rest of it, I think, you guys are gonna walk in, or whatever.
Well, let's just do it.
All right, so Cary,
What's the latest invention?
Fran, what's the latest?
say it again?
What's the latest
What was,
invention?
so they know, the audience knows what invention you were.
Oh, okay, it was a board game called All Kinds of People, and it was like a diversity game. And I was promised I was getting a $100,000 advance, and then I got a phone call and they went to the factory to build the game and everything, Preston Toy Corporation, and then last minute, one of the guys, executive VP, didn't think he'd be able to sell it to Walmart, because it dealt with all different races and LGBT stuff. And they pulled it, so I lost basically 100,000, split with my partner in one night.
Here we go. Ready?
You started, right?
What the?
Cary, reads,
Alright.
there you go.
Saturday, Tony and Robert, Frank's friend and brother, are outside Frank's home office and looking in through the window, and then listening to Frank, at age 31, talking to himself after a bad news phone call.
I'm worried about him, man. Maybe we should go another way.
No, not yet, not yet.
When I called him, he sounded very upset, like he was about to crack. All he said was, they reneged on me.
What else?
Something about the All Kinds of People board game he invented with Larry. He was yelling, Pressman pulled it, no $100,000 advance, and then he screamed, that's it. Gotta go, can't talk now. Then he
He's talking to himself. He's talking to himself in the mirror.
It's a mirror. It's a mirror, but I'm seeing it. You know, someone said that what gives you life can kill you too. The line rings so true about you and me. You, my creativity. You, my inspiration. You, my nemesis. I never thought we'd be adversaries, you and I, after all those years in the fun, in the sun, creating things like poems and stories and contraptions and games and plans and ways to make the world better. But you went too far. You got me in this mess. You tantalized me with the nectar of your ideas, and I made them mine, and they spin me round and round like some side to side, like some carnival ride. And now you, my creativity, now I avoid you, watching out for you. You creep around the corner, just when I'm getting myself back on track, and then you step into the light and open your eyes wide with a smile of wonder. I see it, it stops me cold. 100 bursts explode in my mind's neural network, and I see your inspiration, the idea you give to me, and I can't refuse it. It envelops me. I'm wounded by the truth the idea reveals, and it's pure and stark and clear, and I melt into the dark of it. And like a mother who clutches a long-lost son. And there I go, following the idea. Enraptured, oblivious to time and care and woe and financial concern and family and others around me. Following the idea, seduced. Until I see how selfish I am, and then despising you, the cause, and hating your brilliance.
Oh, if only the glow of the idea was not as bright or not as frequent. For then, I could live my life in a more measured and peaceful cadence. Please, please, let me be alone for a while. I will look for you when I'm ready. My creativity, I'll look for you. I know where you'll be hiding, near the things that need fixing, hanging around the ways that need improving, near the emptiness that needs filling, next to dullness, adjacent to failures. Let me be alone for a while. Let me be consumed by things that are uncreative, unimaginative thoughts, so I could rest and regather and dance and sing and see the world for what it is and not for how I make it. For you, my creative side, you are not God's angel, but rather pride and distrust. Be gone for now. Out of my life. Out!
Jesus.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, good. I don't know how to do that.
Of course I didn't.
They did record it.
No, I don't think I pushed the button.
Kelly, Laura, Sam, oh Jesus Christ, Joe, fucking Christ. How much do you have to say?
Oh, it is.
Let's do it. Go ahead, the battle line.
I'm completely blown away. That was
really
you wrote this.
Yes.
It was Greek.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
Greek. It was classic, mythical themes. Like the Greeks were very big on, inspiration, dreams, and you created this piece where I was enthralled. It was fantastic.
Yeah, that's pretty good. No, this sounds that
True
much.
story.
Yeah, I definitely see what was going on with you. I also want to say I would love to see your picture with her, with Cary, and because that was kind of the classical aspect that was popping out for me. So I definitely think you're onto something with that.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was very Shakespearean, the performance, the language, everything. The only thing is, I'm not exactly so different from everything else in your show so
Yeah.
far that I'm not sure if it fits. I'm not sure how it'll play as a part of the rest of the show, but it's
Yeah.
very good.
Boy, Jim,
Yeah, those Shakespeare monologues are rubbing off nicely. And he's got a point, it is such a departure, but it's a beautiful departure. If anything, I would go back and look at the other stuff you wrote and see if you can bring it to this level. Because you're living in a dichotomy, it's, and that's the writing wise, performance wise. Have a little more fun with the dynamic of, that's another part of you you're talking to. Be kinder to it, be angry at it, be softer with, be those things back and forth. I love you, but you're hurting me. But it's like talking to a child. It's like talking to your inner child. So have more fun with that in the performance end of it as well.
It's your muse.
Hang on.
It's your muse.
Gary, go ahead.
Beautiful language. It was just such beautiful language. You don't even need the two guys in the beginning at all. It'd be more impactful without them. It almost is like too much exposition with having those two characters
Yeah.
there.
Not yet. Hang on, anyone else? Sam, then Bill? Ken?
I have a question about Jimmy, that it does feel very different from anything else before, but I kind of like that it's so different. But I also think, like Jimmy said, if you put in a couple of these throughout, like that would pepper the whole thing and spice it really cool.
This plays into you playing yourself as a 10-year-old. The monologue aspect of this. You may be able to, do a play where there's multiple characters, multiple actors playing different characters. But I think a lot of this play is you playing. It could be a one-man show,
Yes.
one-woman show. Sorry.
We'll talk about it.
And the thing is that this is on the level of the other things we've said, wow, there's some of the stuff we brought in was like less pertinent to the story. So this is at the highest level of everything you've ever brought in, and there's other things you brought in that are at that kind of at that level, where, and it's all been you. So you have to give that thought, because it's always been you that you know, or with very, very, very little other characters involved, where it's been the most impactful.
Good.
I just wanted to say, my first time here, but I thought it was beautiful writing.
Yeah.
I especially liked where you spoke about you're talking to your creative side and you're basically cursing it out.
Yeah.
I thought that was such a deep idea, a deep concept. I mean, we all have conflicts with our better side. And I think you stated it very, very well.
Thank you.
Anybody else besides Jimmy?
I'm just gonna say,
Yeah, go ahead.
real quick, yeah, you don't need the two guys in there. You know, just to get off that phone call. And that's where it starts.
Yeah.
It's the Lady M speech.
Mhm.
It's the Lady M speech where she
Yep.
says, I would pluck my nipple
Yep.
from dash his brains out. Read the Lady M speech.
Okay.
When he says, whatever he says, like, no, I don't wanna do this.
Did-
And she tells him, well, you fuck, no. And it's her dichotomy of herself. She's a woman, yet she's a fucking killer. You're a creator, but you'd rather, can I just go live some life? Can I enjoy the daily day-to-day of life without having these thoughts that we all have? Yeah.
So I think that the bottom line is this: if you started off this play with that anger, I'm using the anger, confusion, love for that other person. If you took the one-woman play that we have all seen from what, day one, right? You brought it in.
Yeah.
You took
Well,
those kind of, well,
those were scenes. Those are just scenes that
put
we
the
haven't
scenes
seen
on
on
one
scenes.
play. Yeah, that'll happen. What I'm saying is that, why aren't you taking those moments to capture us as you talk to quote unquote a mirror or your younger self or what you were going through, to bring us into the story?
Okay.
And to always go back again to the scenes again, because we've all yelled at the mirror. Christ almighty, I think last night I broke the mirror. But you're always looking in the mirror going, what the fuck happened here? What did you become? Is this it? Holy shit. And the way you wrote that was so beautiful. I'm like, why not take those words from the beginning and take a Shakespearean idea that Jimmy's saying, and you open it up with bang. You're talking to that person and you're trying to figure it out, because the words were beautiful tonight. I was stunned.
So you did?
And then go into the play.
It's almost like the prologue.
And then go back, and then go back, and
So
just,
you
Well, I
started-
think when you, what we've been seeing these scenes very scattered.
Yeah.
You know, and we've been seeing them where I've overcomplicated with props and stuff like that. But if you remember in the very beginning of the scene, when Katrina played my mother and Jimmy you played my 10-year-old self, in the beginning I'm looking at a mirror and the song is playing, I Like Those Eyes, which is back and forth. And that comes out throughout the play, through the music that's gonna be in the play, and through these, and I have several of these, maybe
That's the essence of
word
your
on
play.
word.
Living the dichotomy of two people.
Two people.
That's it, right, that's it.
And it's, right.
That's the point of the whole play.
So as
Right.
like an audience, it would be interesting to see this
Yeah.
up front and then shift into like contemporary dialogue, contemporary movement.
Oh,
Like,
I see.
you get like,
that's what I think I was trying to explain.
it's very like, what am I watching?
It's like,
And then-
give them that
Right,
idea,
and
then
it
go
draws
back.
them in, and then you switch.
Okay.
Think Quentin Tarantino.
Rachel, then we gotta go.
Yeah, just on what the others have said, it draws us into a universal drama appeal of caring about you and what brought you to this point.
And let me just say one last thing before we end. It was exciting to see such a moving and brilliant performance and writing.
Wow.
It was exciting.
Thank you
Exciting.
all so much.
As artists, we all, I think everyone in this room was spellbound and felt that we were all inspired to another level.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
So
much.
excellent. Thank you for We're
week.
back next
Next
week.
week.
And don't forget, you've got Golden Door the week afterwards. If I don't see you here next week.
Then don't show up to Golden Door unless we're gonna like you anymore.
You were getting those tickets, you were getting those pictures.
Oh my God.